Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Jake Thompson, vocalist of the band Mile End. So grab a fresh cup of coffee and wake the fuck up! What's going on, caffeinated crew? On this episode, I'm joined by Jake, not from State Farm, but Jake from Brampton's Flower City's own Mile End. How are you doing this morning?
Wonderful. I feel like I'm sleepwalking from the last little amount of sleep I've had in the last few days. But I'm just vibrating through time and space. And feeling good.
That's sick. Y'all just played a show Friday.
Yeah, we played Friday and last night too.
Oh.
Yeah. Very silly. Yeah, Friday was Brampton, new DIY spot.
Ooh.
Long ass story with that one. I can get into it if you want. I know
Is it like
it's
the Lions Hall? Is that what it is or some shit?
Yes, it was supposed to be Ivy Bridge, but then there was like some shit happened. And then we got this spot last minute, and it was like a way larger capacity than we had. We're like kind of like, fuck. Then we got bare people showed up. It was sick. Everyone had a sick set. People were dancing.
Nice.
Yeah. And last night was a barn show in Barrie, or like outside of Barrie.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a metal show. We were the only hardcore bands. So it was like entirely fresh faces. A lot of like young kids that were like seeing two-stepping for the first time and had like no idea what the fuck was going on. But it was cool. Probably up there with the sickest venue we've ever played with the Bridge in Montreal. Yeah, it's just was a sick DIY spot, and like,
that's cool.
People were camping out after. It's like, I don't know. It was so sick.
I'm loving kind of these older, like throwback hardcore vibes that like the DIYs popping up, camping out, cooking out. Under the Bridge, I'm really waiting for somebody to bring a grill set up and just start throwing some logs.
That's so sick. There was a Chrissy Pit show, like To the Bone, like put on and whatnot. Mm-hmm. They had like barbecues going. It was pretty tight. Go get a burger, watch a set.
Yeah. You don't need orange julep. You just need to bring your own orange julep.
Just gotta bring it.
Dip the hot dog in the orange julep.
Oh, yeah. Dip it. You got to.
Sounds so... I said that the other day to some friends. We were like out at the Jazz Fest, and I was like, oh, man, I'm going to go to LaFleur's, which is connected to a DQ Orange Julius. I was like, Get an Orange Julius, get a dog, dip the dog in the Orange Julius. And they were like,
that's crazy.
That shit sounds disgusting. I was like, it's degenerate shit.
Dip the dog in the blizzard.
And swirl the blizzard around with the dog.
Yeah, give me the glizzy blizzy.
It's so funny that like Glizzy's has not caught on here except for a small few people.
I feel like it died off pretty quick though. I feel like it was like people recognize this is ridiculous. Let's move on.
It was Ryan. I think Ryan the other day was talking about how he was like 6 glizzies for dinner. I'm like,
yeah, he would be that dude.
That's disgusting, bro. Like, I'm gonna get heartburn.
Man, that dude showed up in Toronto this weekend, like out of nowhere. Like we saw like the Deadbolt show got canceled, and we're like, oh, we're not going to see them. And then Alec like leaked it to me, like, yo, Ryan's in Toronto. And then I was filling in for guitar for Dear God. And it was like midnight, and we were like, yo, Ryan, where are you? Then we like picked him up, and then like this motherfucker, like he's just chilling in Toronto.
Yeah.
It was sick.
He's got some extracurriculars going on out there.
He does. He
So
does.
he tries to get out there any chance he can.
He was very busy.
Yes.
Shout out
uh
Ryan.
shout out Debo.
Debo.
Debo. What are you drinking?
I got 3 drinks right now.
That's dope.
Okay. I brought I woke up this morning. I was like, "Fuck! I'm making a tea. I'm not making a coffee. My bad, dog. My
It's all
bad."
good. It's all good.
So I got a throat coat with a
Nice.
shit ton of honey. I was feeling a little garbu, or my throat was from last night. So I was like, I need it, but I was like, I'm on beans and breakdowns. So then I saw my sister was making coffee, so I got a coffee. This is nothing special. We have a jar beside our coffee maker that's just a hodgepodge of flavors. When the bags get in low, just throw it in. Right
Nice.
now, it's like I think whatever was gifted to my mom around Christmas. So there's like a little like candy cane flavor in what I'm
Okay.
drinking. And then my mom was like, "This fucking tastes like ass," and then like dumped like whatever like regular, I think Tim Hortons coffee they just buy into it and like mix it
Okay.
up. So this shit is fucking crazy. I got almond milk in it. And it kind of like tastes like shit, but I like it, you know?
It's like that Waffle House. Why that's not a good comparison because nobody has ever had Waffle House here. It's like Denny's coffee.
Yeah. This
There you
like
go.
it's like this is like hotel buffet or like whatever the continental breakfast was it that's not
Yeah.
is that
Why is
accidental? That's not right. What? I don't fucking know.
why
I'm
is
making
it
a fool of myself.
continental though? The hotel, like when you wake up and it's like a bunch of just starch and pastries and then
Mm.
like some sad eggs and like sad sausages.
Man, I went to one time and they had grilled cheeses.
Ooh,
I've never had a better grilled cheese in my life.
I'm
That shit was
sure.
that shit was just, and I think it was like because my school in 8th grade would take us to Quebec. I think it was like in like the hotel we were at in Quebec City. Like we just woke up and they had breakfast at the hotel and they had the best grilled cheese sandwich.
That tracks. Quebec's got good like food that you grow up eating that's like
Mm,
garbage but good.
I can see that. I can see. I think it was Alice was telling us like Montreal has like trash food. I was like, I don't know. This shit's kind of fire everywhere I've gone.
I don't know if it's fair for Alice to say that Montreal has trash food, and I'll only come for them because they spend a lot of their time in Vancouver and Toronto,
Mm.
which out of those three cities, I would have to argue Montreal's got the best food.
I've never been disappointed. That's cap. I was disappointed last time. Ryan and Seb brought us to like some shop by their place in Verdun.
No,
I was
that's
like,
that breakfast joint.
no, not the breakfast joint's good. Zippies or Zappies, that's
Yeah,
good. They brought us to like some place and they're like, get the 2 hot dogs and the poutine. And I was like, this is so mid.
in Verdun.
Yeah, like it was like a 2-minute walk from the Deadbolt Manor.
Verdun's cool because it used to be its own town. It was like one of its.
Mm,
It was like its own entity until pretty recently it became part of Montreal as like a borough.
really?
So it still runs kind of like it has that like small town vibe. And you gotta like cross a bridge to get to it and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So it's pretty cool. I love Verdun, but it
Shout
has a
out
lot of those.
Verdun.
Shout out Verdun. It's got a bunch of those old mom and pop, like
Okay, yeah.
they've been there for like 80 years.
Yeah, I know Julia works at like a coffee shop, I think in Verdun. I don't know, we walked to it, so it's like this gotta be in Verdun.
That's my the vocalist of the band I played drums in until recently. He's the owner of that
Mhm.
shop.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's Balance.
Okay, yeah. Makes a mean ass chai. She made me a dirty chai last time,
Yeah.
and that shit was crazy.
Yeah. He makes my favorite coffee. Like he roasts my favorite coffee.
Mm. Yeah, I've never been disappointed. We all went. Alex and Patrick got some neck shit. I don't even know what it was. They just asked Julia, make me your favorite thing. And they were like, this shit is fucking crazy. It was, I don't know.
Avocados.
Yes, I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you like Verdun. You like Montreal.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I've never had a bad time there. I've had horrible times in London, Ontario. I've had horrible times in Windsor, Ontario. I've had horrible times in Toronto.
About Hamilton.
Oh, okay. Hamilton, Brampton, Montreal, never had a bad time.
There
Always
we go.
a great time.
The trifecta.
That's the trifecta. that's
It's like the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other.
Yeah.
It's just Hamilton, Brampton, Montreal.
Brampton's only sick because I live there, but I used to. I don't even live there anymore. God damn.
You have a local shop that you're at like constantly.
Okay, so Brampton, like I don't even know if there's any good coffee out there. I only ever see chains there. Brampton coffee to me is going to grandma's house and getting some fucking instant coffee. That's my extent of Brampton coffee.
Fair.
Like there's no spots. There was like some new spot that was downtown Brampton and that shit was mid. I don't know. I don't even remember the name. I was like, it's just fucked up. Whatever.
Is it like white soccer mom coffee?
Kind of. It took over the Starbucks that was there, and it looks exactly like a Starbucks, but it's like, I think an independent spot.
Okay.
Where I was like, damn, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
It was just expensive for like what it was. I think I got like an enamel bar, and that shit was busting though. But
I just learned what that was like recently.
Oh, really? I love that shit. Yo, I think Alice is also a hater saying that shit's mid. And Brandon, Milan's bass player. Fuck you. Am I allowed to swear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are allowed to swear, yes.
All right. Fuck you. That shit's gas.
I liked it. I had my first one like 3 months ago. Yeah, they're good.
You can go to like M&M's and get like I don't know, is that a thing in Quebec?
No.
Okay. Anyways, Ontario homies, you can go get that shit like a frozen big ass tray of them, and like it's all like pre-cut up. It's crazy.
That's good.
But yeah, my mom's living out in Oakville. I live with my mom out here. So there's this spot, Tribeca.
Mm-hmm.
Alec from Clone Apparition. I'm surprised he didn't speak about it when he was on.
Or I think he forgot to bring it up. He did.
Fake ass fan. I
know Tribeca by association.
Okay.
Because that's all they fucking talk about.
Yeah, it's good. Like my mom fucking was like raving about it when we first moved here. And I was like, okay. I was just like, this is just a spot my mom likes. And then I meet Alec. And I like follow him in on Instagram and stuff. And I think it was around like Hold Your Ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I see he's at Tribeca. I'm like, yo, what? And then I find out this guy's like in love with this place. So I'm like, okay, I got to take this spot seriously. And it's legit.
Yeah.
It's sick, you know.
Alex, the OG Oakville, right?
He is.
He holds it down.
He holds it down. Like that's the only good thing we got out here. Like that and Blood Wraith, and Matt Burdett and Tribeca. Other than that, it's nice that we're 20 minutes from Toronto and 20 minutes from Hamilton and 20 minutes from Brampton. So
Central. What's the drink at Tribeca?
They always got like some next seasonal shit. Around the fall, they have like a s'mores latte.
Wow.
And they put a s'mores marshmallow. Like they burn it.
Like they char it.
They char it up and they put it in.
Ooh.
And it's good. It's good. It's pretty crazy. And I don't think it's I don't know how they're charring it. It's probably with a butane one, but like I didn't get like no butane taste in the latte. So that's why I was like, are they like fucking putting this shit in a fucking toaster oven? And then like, I don't know.
My brain is like a bit wrecked now.
Nah, they're probably using a butane one for real. But seeing that extra mile, I was like, I fuck with that.
That means that we got to get a bruiserweight date sometime in that time frame so I can get this s'mores latte.
It's crazy. Yeah. I know, like, because we're playing with Cloned next weekend, and we're trying to plan a Tribeca day the morning after Hamilton on their way to Toronto.
Perfect.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I love, so when I follow bands, following the music's great, especially if the band has good music. Following like the live stuff, awesome. What I live for is the content where it's like we're all at a restaurant, we're all at a coffee
Yeah.
shop. Everybody's posted up with a cortado. Like that's my favorite shit.
Yeah.
That's quality content.
Getting the little insider scoop, being like, wow, they're friends
Yeah.
outside of this. That's
They
cool.
And then you learn about, because you trust these people, right? Like you trust that they're not going to go to somewhere and put it up on Instagram if it's just completely mid. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
You post up at Tribeca, people know you're the real ones.
People know. They're like, this spot, but we're putting on.
Synonym and Hamilton, shout out. That's a
good spot. Yeah.
That's I
don't know many Hamilton spots. I've because there's also some next like breakfast spot they always go to. I can't remember.
Kyle mentioned it.
Oh, what's it called? But they always like, it's after every show, and then I'll wake up and they're like, we're leaving for this spot. I'm like, okay, well, I'm 20 minutes out, so I'm not coming.
I'm not going.
Like, sorry. But yeah.
That spot, they were trying to get us to go last time, and we were like, nah, like I want coffee. So we went to Synonym. Was like the best espresso I've had in a long time.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Really, really good. Nice guy who runs it too. I don't know his name, but he's nice.
Nice guy. Wonderful person. Shout out that guy.
Shout out Synonym is good shit. Great spot.
I'm gonna check it out.
You know where that skate shop is on the main street there? The one that carries like dime and shit like that? It's right across the street.
Okay. Damn. I'll have to check it out. I'm there like Saturday or something. So
right in the heart of the Hammy.
Out of Steel City.
Yes. So being from Brampton, what was the scene like?
Okay. So the Brampton scene, I can't speak before, like I can speak a little bit before my time, because like my uncle was like involved in it when he was in high school and whatnot, and that was like more like emo stuff with like Monine. But then like gray period, I know absolutely nothing. Talk to Andy from Temper Tantrum. He'll know. He will fill that void where I know nothing about.
Noted.
And then which spans a good amount of time. Around 2018, Mile End is formed. We're in high school. Around that time, we're friends with Do Flame. At the time, they were called Car Sex. They are formed. The original bass player of Do Flame, Vetus, started a band called Cult Classic. And as well, Dear God, he was forming under a previous name. He probably doesn't want me to say the name because it's a little cringe. So we'll say Dear God's former name band started. So yeah, we were just all homies in high school, just wanting to do shit. And we didn't know anyone except for each other. So we just did like basement shows together. I would just, at school, I would just like promote them like they were parties. Cause like no kid would want to go to a show. So it's like, hey, come to my party. It's going to be sick. Oh, it's like $10. It's now a show.
And there's no alcohol because we're straight edge.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm like the only, me and Christian Rios are like the only straight edge like kids in Brampton. There's other straight edge people in Brampton, but of where we came from. Right. So they were all degenerates. Mile End's a big nicotine band. So, yeah. Yeah. So we were just doing DIY stuff. I would like book rental halls quite often, and like we would have to book them through our parents. It's like we weren't 18 at the time. And then like I was the first one that turned 18 from the group. So then I started like booking the shows at like these rental halls. And that shit was sick. Then COVID hit and we're like, oh, okay. Then we all grew up and then COVID ended. We're all like 19 plus. Yeah. And Brampton's dead again. In terms of
Is?
venues, like
Oh, okay.
yes and no. There's a lot of bands like Mile End, Dear God, Do Flame, Pure, Temper Tantrum, Enemy Within. That's a new band. Andy from Temper Tantrum and Christian from Fight on Sight.
Oh, nice.
They're starting a Brampton band. I'm starting a Brampton band with Robert from Dear God and our homie Shay, and then like Michelle from Influx and our homie Kieran. So it's 3 Brampton people, 1 Ottawa, 1 Toronto. That's a Brampton band. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we're called Lice. It's just like fun, silly, hardcore. Yeah, so we're just trying to start as many Brampton bands as possible. I hope I'm not missing any. But like, there's a lot of bands that have Brampton members. Like Cold Shoulder was half Brampton. Cohesion is 1 Brampton and then like 3 Liberty Village. That's a diss. But like, sorry, Kyle.
I'm trying to think of, yeah, like, because when I found about Toronto scene, it was mostly like, you know, like Cold Shoulder was kind of busting a bit. This was like during COVID. So like the pre-COVID bands were like, you know, mostly like Cold Shoulder, Mil-Spec, obviously. I think Friction had started before. Wildside? I thought they were from New York.
No, they're like Buffalo. They are pretty much are Buffalo, but they're like from fucking
St.
Niagara.
Catharines?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so yeah, bands like that were. What was the other one from Niagara on the Lake? It wasn't Wildside. It was a different one.
Here on the Lake.
It was not Omega. It was fuck, I can't remember. Anyway, this was
Windhawk.
Like,
I don't know.
Maybe this was like from 2016, 2017.
Damn. Yeah, I got into hardcore like fucking right as like towards the end of high school and start of like COVID. So
okay, so what did it for you though? Because you were in Brampton. There's like nothing. You found out about it online, I'm sure.
Yeah. So like we just wanted, like for Mile End, we just wanted to play heavy shit. Like for myself, I remember in like 9th grade, I was like, I need to find more bands like Alexis on Fire.
Nice.
Like this shit isn't enough. And I found like Comeback Kid. That was pretty cool. And like I was just listening, and I look back on like the bands I was listening to, and like I didn't realize I was listening to hardcore, but like I was. I remember I found Earth Crisis through like a straight edge like video essay on YouTube, and I like Firestorm and like Unseen Holocaust. I was like, holy shit.
I'm not straight edge, but that song makes me Firestorm makes me want to be straight edge.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But like I'm dead ass. Like I'm pretty much, I claim straight edge because like CM Punk. Like that's how I knew that shit. So like then joining Mile End, I guess like we just wanted to play heavy shit. We like knew about scrams and whatnot. We're like, that's kind of cool. But then I remember Turnstile dropped Real Thing. And I was like, holy shit, what is this? Then we found like 7 and Keep It Moving. And that like put a chokehold on us. We covered that quite a bit in like throughout like all the high school shows. Yeah, then I remember like bands like Show Me the Body. I remember finding Incendiary through WWE.
Nice.
And being like, yo, this is like Turnstile but heavier. And like, and then like, but that's how I put like Do Flame and Mile End on that shit. And then yeah. But then I think when I really started understanding hardcore was like when Friction dropped the like their first demo or EP. And I was like, whoa, this is like local shit that's happening. Because I think even up till then, like we had played like with hardcore bands, but I was just like, this is just heavy shit. It was still like push pits and whatnot because we were still drawing in the young crowds. So I'd never seen like two-stepping outside of like a Hate 5-6 video. But even that, I would have been watching like Show Me the Body videos. So I wouldn't see much of that. But yeah, so I guess like Friction was the one that really set it off for me. And then like from Friction, it like suggested me Mil-Spec. And then Mil-Spec put me onto like One Step Closer, Buggin', No Option. And then Friction also put me onto Gasm, which put me onto Gulch. And then I found all of that shit and like Tsunami, and I was like, my world is exploding. So I guess that's my way of getting into hardcore. So shout out Friction and Turnstile.
Dude, so this is so interesting for me, honestly, because I talk to a lot of people my age who come into hardcore either a bit earlier than me, maybe a bit later, but around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we didn't have Hate 5.6. We like barely had Audio Tree. But like in high school, we didn't have any of that shit. Like we had MySpace.
Damn.
And so like you would go to like a local show just because it was the thing, like it was the only thing to do, right? Like, you know, it's usually I had friends from high school that promoted like local shows and would bring in like some bands maybe from out of town and shit. And you would just go. You didn't really know who was playing. And then you'd find a few bands that you liked and then, you know, follow them on MySpace or whatever and then find out more from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy to hear like from somebody that's had like Hate 5.6, that's had like, you know, your introduction to Turnstile was Real Thing.
Yeah.
And then from that you found Step to Rhythm. Like my introduction to Turnstile was a burnt double LP with Twitching Tongues first LP and Step to Rhythm on it. Like that's that crazy. My friend burned. And he was like, dude, check this out. Like that's
insane.
Like going through my friend's like CD deck and listening to like Backtrack and like Incendiary on CD. Like we didn't have.
That's like how like my aunt and uncle, they're pretty much like, they're like closer in age to like me and my sister than to like my mom. So they were kind of like older cousins. So like growing up, they would have been in high school and shit. They would like burn CDs for me. So I still have some of them, and it's like, it was more like kind of emo-ish stuff. Like, but like I had like burned CDs from my uncle with like Alexis on Fire, The Used. Yeah. I think like New Noise from Refused was on it. And it's like, so shout out them for planting the seed of heavy shit. But I know about that burnt CD wave. I ain't that young. I know about that shit.
Fucking that saved my life, bro. Like the burnt CD wave.
Bro, I could probably find one right now. I'm bringing it with me.
While we're doing this, I should probably say I needed to say what I was drinking and I totally skipped over it.
Oh, my bad, boss. I should ask you. This
is me. I'm the captain of my own fate here. But I'm drinking Crowdkiller, which is my favorite name for a coffee I've ever heard. Because if you know me, you know. And it's the Outbreak. There we go. There's a burn CD. This is the Dark Arts coffee out of Hackney. They did a collab with Outbreak, a special single origin roast for them called Crowdkiller. It's in El Salvador, natural processed. It's got big milk chocolate vibe with green apple and hazelnut.
God damn.
It's pretty tasty.
That's fucked up.
It's got some good hazelnut.
I fuck with hazelnut. I
like hazelnut. But yeah, Crowdkiller, you know, who doesn't love that?
I love that shit. Are you doing like a collab for Hold Your Ground?
I am. It hasn't been. We did announce it in the 2-year like kind of update.
Okay.
But are you familiar with Black Sheep out of Welland?
I heard it in like, I think I may have heard this in the Alec podcast and the Kyle one.
Oh, maybe so.
One of them.
But there's a roastery from Welland, which is near Niagara, I guess.
Yep.
And I've talked with him quite a bit, and Lucas, and so we're gonna do a collab for Hold Your Ground.
That'll be fire.
Yeah,
that'll be sick.
We're gonna be slinging some brew and
gonna be the cold brew cans again, or a little different.
We may go for a different option.
Okay.
The cans are a bit of a headache, honestly. So, and I kind of want to move away. Like cans are obviously better environmentally as well. I don't really want to go plastic if I don't have to. And I hate paper. because
Yeah.
it melts. It becomes coffee.
Yeah.
So cans may be the best route, but it's such a fucking headache.
Okay. Yeah.
But the black cans do look hard.
They do. Those were sick. I didn't try them at Madhouse. Like Simon from Deadbolt was like, he was like, yo, you could go into the fridge. Like it says it's for bands only, but you could just go grab a coffee from there. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like I felt too bad. I was like, I'm not playing this. I know.
Why would you sweat that? That's fine.
Because I was like, it's not for me. The sign says so. You know? Okay. Yeah.
You're practically in the band,
Yes. Says my cousin, so it ain't no fucking big deal. But is what it is.
So that's a thing, right?
No, he's dead. That's my cousin.
Who was the third person that y'all were trying to convince?
Okay, so we tried making like, okay, Simon's also our cousin, and like Simon's brother with Seb, but like that didn't
Oh, so
stick, but
Seb and Simon were gonna be brothers.
yeah, but no,
Okay.
Seb is my cousin though.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
it. Simon is not, but Seb
Simon.
is.
Seb is.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Y'all essentially look identical anyway. So
Yeah, we cut from the same cloth. Is what it
he's
is.
just a bit more of a Montrealer, so like
Yeah.
more crusty.
Yeah, he's a bad influence. He's why I'm straight edge. Family was always like, don't be like Seb.
He's the black sheep.
Nah, I didn't really know him too much growing up anyway, so
And
but yeah.
I love Seb and Ryan are two of my favorite people. I love those
Wonderful
guys.
people.
The way that they act at shows, just
The most wonderful.
the most wonderful. Watching Seb put himself through just scary feats of acrobatics.
Whatever set it was, he got with his foot stuck on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was Madhouse. He
Yeah.
jumped from the stage, and then this was at Casa. Jumped from the stage, front flipped, like jumped as far as he could, and front
Damn.
flipped just straight onto his back onto the floor in Casa.
Damn.
That's on one of the videos. I can't find it anymore, but
Yeah. Crazy moshers out here. Andy from Temper Tantrum. Craziest motherfucker. Seth Nielsen, scary.
The spin kicks on Seth.
Bro, and he's got like my thing is like he's not a heavy hitter, but he's got that velocity in like the swings. Where that's just gonna sting. Christian Rios, man, that guy's fucked up. Young Christian, that guy's also fucked up.
Is Young Christian the one with the Pain of Truth shirt?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
That kid started moshing like after Hold Your Ground. It's crazy.
He came to Madhouse. He's in every Madhouse set.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then we went to Hamilton and like I met him because he was wearing the same outfit. I was like, you're the dude.
But no, yo, Hamilton and Brampton's got the hardest moshers in Ontario. Is what it is. Is what it is.
It is. Put
is
up.
what it is.
It's true. Just watch videos.
Yeah.
London is not I look at London's moshing and it's all Hamilton people moshing the hardest.
Dead ass. There was the show we played recently, and I was just like yelling, "Yo, represent TOHC!" And then everyone from Hamilton and Brampton came to mosh, and not a single Toronto person. I was like, "Wow, damn, what's going on with your city? All these bum ass fucking Liberty Village hipsters out here. Fuck out of here."
That's 2 for Liberty Village, by the way.
Yeah, 2 for Liberty Village. I don't mean any of the hate I spew. I just be fucking riffing.
It's all tea, no shade.
Yeah, all tea, no shade. No shade.
Oh man. So Mile End, you guys have been around for a few years, right?
Yeah.
Why are you named Mile End? It's so confusing.
All right. I did not choose a name. The name was already there when I joined the band. Long story short, Patrick is a huge fan of Godspeed, and Godspeed is from Mile End, Montreal. So there it was.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's where it came from. I still feel embarrassed playing Montreal, being like, wow, that's like naming your band Liberty Village or Parkdale.
Yeah, or Verdun.
Or Verdun. So that's okay. I see. There used to be a band called The Junction that was from Toronto, so that's kind of cringe, but it is
Especially
what it
because
is.
the Junction's like the brewery hipster area.
Yeah. So I don't know, people be getting cringe names out here. Fuck it. It is
Especially
what it
since
is.
y'all play Under the Bridge quite often,
Yep.
which is in Mile End,
And
like
you can
exactly.
and you can see like the silo thing or the water tower from the Godspeed album,
Hmm.
like when you're playing the bridge. It's a little surreal, but
Yeah. So, but that's good. Clears up the confusion, for those people out there that have been like, this band's not from Montreal. What is
no,
this? What the fuck is Flower City? What is
no.
all this? So,
No, we love Montreal. Montreal gives us the most love. Like, so fuck it.
fuck it. How was Lopez?
It was pretty cool. Definitely like a bucket list moment to play a skate shop.
Hmm.
Um, Lots of fun. It was just like it was a big homie fest, Deadbolt, Cloned Apparition, Mile End, like all just like, throwing down for each other, having lots of fun. It was
So
sick.
that was on the 15th, right?
I think so. Of
And then
that weekend.
the next day was the pure reality tonight show.
Yeah.
So y'all stuck around for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. Well, like we mainly wanted to stay because we always go to Montreal, then leave the day after. So then we stayed the day, and then it was like torrential downpour, and then Patrick made us climb Mount Royale in the rain. And like me and Brandon were like, man, fuck you. Fuck you. We did not come prepared for this. Yeah, we were soaked. And then we get to the top, and Patrick was like, yeah, I've been here before. And we're like, why why'd you make us do it?
There's a bus that takes you to the top, right?
Yeah, but he wanted to walk up.
Why? I've never walked up Mount Royal. People don't just do that.
There's a oh no, Ryan. I was gonna say there's a Mount Royal in Brampton. That's Mount Pleasant. Never mind. I'll shut up.
I used to live in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Damn. Okay.
It's
You're pretty much
expensive.
from Brampton then.
Nah.
Cruise away. Brampton band confirmed.
Brampton band confirmed by association.
Yeah.
You guys just recently signed to NMZ. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
It seems like just a natural fit, really. But very, very excited for you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty sick and surreal. I was a fan of NMZ long before, so to be working with them or him,
Yep.
I don't know, it's really cool. Like we're quite proud of ourselves. Very stoked. We just want to do it all and just keep moving forward, and we feel like this is a sick spot for us to like do really dope shit.
So did he put out that it was a promo tape, right?
Yeah.
With it's Avarice and FCHC?
Yeah, and we we threw a Stay Still on there too. So it was kind of like pretty much just like a single release. Well, fuck it.
FCHC had been out for a minute because I remember last September I played with No Rescue and we were going through Ontario, and that's kind of when it dropped.
Yeah.
And we played and we were like, oh, holy shit. And then Avarice came out like a couple months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've just been like rolling out the singles. I don't know. I feel like that's just the way to do it. Easier, Sometimes like a band will drop like a 12-song album and I'll be like, oh fuck.
I don't have time to listen to a 12 song.
I ain't got time for that. So just and then just throw in the single on, or the last single on the next release. If you missed it the last time, they'll catch it either by accident or they'll see it. So it's like, Fuck it. Fuck the haters. Why does it gotta be rules to this shit? Just fucking drop your shit. 3-song promo. Fuck you. I don't give a shit.
Everything has changed. Listen, we're different people. We're different society. Don't put
Yeah.
out albums anymore. Nobody wants that.
Nah.
Okay, just
My thing,
put
I
it.
would do an 8 or 9 song. I feel like that's a sweet spot. And then you just call it a record.
Yeah,
Like it's in a weird, is it an album? Is it an EP? What is it? A record.
it's a record.
A record.
Just spin it.
Is it 7-inch, 12-inch? I don't know. Fuck
It
it.
could be both.
It can be both.
Is it less than 15 minutes? Who cares?
Who knows? Is it 9 tracks and like 4 interludes? Who knows?
4 of the 9 tracks are just weird sound samples.
Oh, that would suck.
That's like the Zulu. Who else is doing that too? Somebody else has been doing that too.
The Spotify Wait and Bleed?
I don't know, but
Oh, okay,
wait.
never mind.
What is that?
They did like a cover, and I was like, all right, interesting.
Zulu did?
Yeah, they covered Slipknot.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, check it out. Interesting.
They play a lot of samples. Even live, they play a lot of samples.
Yeah, I wanted to get on the sample wave, but I'm like, that's another thing to bring. That's another thing to figure out.
Yeah.
We try to keep our gear very simple. Alex has like 2 pedals. Brandon has, I think, a tuner. Patrick doesn't even have a double kick.
Beautiful.
Maybe like 3 cymbals. Just keep it simple.
Kiss. Keep it simple. Stupid.
Keep it simple.
There you go. That's always the way to go.
Yeah, fuck the samples, even though I want them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I've tried doing samples before the bands and it misfires maybe 70% of the time.
Yeah. It's just, I don't want to deal with that.
It sucks. Plus they're expensive, those little sample pad things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Nah.
Play back from the phone.
Yeah, I see that with the aux cord. Not even that. I'll get one of the meme fucking apps and just fucking, I don't know. Bruh. That one,
The soundboard.
Yeah. What
It's
the
on the family. It's
hell?
the Family Guy soundboard.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could fuck with that.
That'd be
All right.
funny.
Come to the next Mile End show. See if I got a sample board. We'll see.
And you are taking Milo into the States?
We are very soon. 10 days
From now?
from now. 19th is when we're driving out.
How many
It's
days
not-
y'all doing?
Okay, so we're driving out. We got Bloomington, Indiana, and then we're driving straight from there to Winnipeg, which is gonna be fucked up. 16 hours. We're gonna finish our set, and then have to drive instantly to Winnipeg. And if we get out there at 12 and drive straight to there, I think we'll get to Winnipeg at 6, and the doors for the show is at 8. So we have an hour to spare.
Ooh. You're not going to make it.
No, we're making it. Dog, you don't understand. We're making it.
Oh my God.
We got that dog in us. We're built different.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like the craziest drive of the run. Yeah, it was either that because like the 2 before Winnipeg, like we couldn't just get anything. It was like stuff was falling through. And I was like, I'm not driving 24 hours to Winnipeg. Like, I'm not doing that. I was like, so 8 hours to Bloomington, 16 hours to Winnipeg. We at least hopefully will get $100 or even 50 or 200 or $20. At least just something in between to help put either food in our stomachs or gas to drive. So we'll make it. We're cranked. Just I could probably drive 6 hours straight. Cycle the next person. The next person. Easy.
Y'all crazy, man. That's crazy.
So I'm saying we're all 20, 21, 22. We can fucking I picked up a pack of fucking Red Bulls from Costco. We're gonna be fucking wired. Like,
oh my God. Oh
yeah.
And then y'all have, so it's Winnipeg, then y'all have some others.
Yeah. Winnipeg, Regina, Calgary, Vancouver, Lethbridge, Minneapolis, Madison, Wisconsin, Chicago, and then home.
Chicago. Who are y'all playing with in Chicago?
X will mark this spot. X, I think they're sure. I know they're like members of that band Demo Division.
Okay. Oh, yo, that's Louis' other band, the bassist from
yeah. Oh yeah, we're playing with them in Madison.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Label mates.
Bro, they're sick as hell. I met them at Tie Down Fest. Dope ass people. Really dope. Yeah. Chicago's gonna be sick.
Y'all are playing with Jewel Tone coming up too.
Yeah, and 16th, Toronto. They're also very dope people. Very sick. I only chat with them on the DMs, but I'm like, hey, they're chill.
Their music is sick.
They are sick. Very tight demo.
Yes.
I want to see more stuff coming out of Buffalo because I've been hearing things. People have been like, "Oh, Buffalo's not that good," but then other people been like, "Yo, Buffalo's sick."
I don't know. I think Buffalo's sick. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Spaced. They got sick bands. Spaced.
That's what I'm Spaced. Fucking gas.
What's the other one that's big?
Exhibition.
Yeah, Exhibition rips.
Very dope.
So
yeah, Smash and Grab. I think they're from out there. They're pretty cool.
There's another big one from Buffalo. I can't put my finger on it right now. It's heavier than Spaced.
Final Deck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Final Deck.
Final Deck. Yeah, they're pretty dope.
That's who I was thinking of. They're good.
Yeah, Buffalo's got sick bands. Fuck it.
We need to unite the loop. So it needs to be like Toronto, Buffalo, Montreal as like a big circle.
Hamilton and Buffalo's got a good connection going.
Yeah, they're doing some.
A lot of bands back and forth from there.
Yeah, they're doing some things.
They're doing some. We got our visas, yo, Buffalo.
No, I know. That's the thing is y'all got the visas.
Yo, Buffalo. We'll fucking play.
Brooklyn.
Everywhere.
Philly.
International. Worldwide. We'll do it.
Island International Enterprises.
We are doing a 16-hour drive right after we play. We will go play anywhere.
This is my thing though. So this is my thing. And we're working with Jessa to get some dates for next year because we're working on the visa thing too. I'm American. I don't have to worry about the visa. But my brothers have to worry about the visas, and it is bullshit to be completely honest. So if any band that actually does that from Canada, and I'm speaking to my American family right now, if there's a Canadian band that is coming and playing dates in the States, you better go out and buy all their merch because
it's like expensive.
No joke. It's about $1,000 a piece, like to get a stupid visa for a year to come and play to like 50 people in the States.
It's fucked. The we got to do it. There's like no other choice. Cause
like doing the sketchy illegal shit is not going to work.
No, like Cody from Milspec has given me enough horror stories to encourage me to like do visas. Every time I see that guy, he's like, "Don't fuck around, get your visas," and we're getting them.
Even John is at John's had some sketchy run-ins before, and he wasn't even doing anything weird. Yeah, so he's like, "I'm not doing it without visas."
Yeah, it's fucked up. So shut out the visas, I guess.
No, don't shut out the visas. That's some bullshit, bro.
Fuck the visas.
That's some American bullshit. Like straight up. Like I've like written senators before to be like, hey, like could we not do this? Because we're not making any money. Yeah,
like straight up, we're putting our money right back into you guys. Like a gas station
immediately.
Yeah.
And you think we're not going to go to Popeyes? You think we're not going to go to Maddie? Oh, Maddie's Patties is there in Toronto. No, I'm trying to think of a better spot. Anyway, we buy Mad Coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we be putting it back in the economy.
the little Skrilla we get from like.
Yeah. I'll be going to fucking Dunkin' Donuts or something. I don't know.
White Castle.
Fuck that spot. That's what we had it in Detroit, and I was fucking bluffing like crazy, being like, "This shit's gas."
It's not gas.
No, but I was just playing a bit. I was just trying to like. So I convinced them all to go there, and they fucking hated me for it. And I was like, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. This shit's fucking fire." And then yeah, it was not fire. It was horrible.
It's not. It's bad. So I'm from Crystal, like the land of Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal is actually good. Crystal Burger.
Okay, interesting.
White Castle's like the stupid northern version of that. Yeah, it
interesting.
Sucks.
Yeah, that shit was horrible. And I got bitched out by the drive-through lady. I was like trying to make like, because everything on the order was just like fucking sliders. So I was like, okay, I'm like, can I get like this, that, and that? She's like, so you want a number 5? I was like, fuck, I don't know. Everything just looks like sliders to me. I got fucking the cherry Coke was busting. Cherry Coke was good.
You were doing this in Detroit?
Yeah.
I would not have fucked around in Detroit.
Oh, that shit was good. It was epic. The man, the cherry Coke, it looked like a fucking like the cranberry ginger ale. It was like that, yes. But like with just like a tint of like, brown, I guess.
Coke.
Yeah. So that shit was fucked up. Yeah. Even more fucked up, the dudes in Scum went back to White Castle a few days after.
Oh.
Yeah, after they were like in shambles and horrified, they went back. I think just for the bit, but they went back.
That's terrible.
Because it's an easy bit. It's like 80 cents.
I don't care. I'm not doing that.
Is what it is. Is what it is.
I'm an adult. I'm not built for White Castle any longer.
Yeah, I don't think I'm even built for it, but
plus, like, our fast food up here is real. It's more real. Like, it's actually like 100% Canadian beef.
Yeah, like I was talking to some Americans and they were like, it's crazy, like your egg isn't like goop. And it's like
egg.
It's an egg. I was like, what? Like, why would it be anything else?
Have you not seen the McDonald's folded eggs in the States?
Man, last time I went on like a family like road trip was back when like pre-divorce, so like 10 years ago. I ain't seen a fucking McDonald's fucking American thing in time.
Okay, so you're gonna go. No, just check out the egg. It's not real. Okay. It's bad. It's real. Bad. Yeah, damn. It's bad. Yeah.
I made a bagel belt at home. It wasn't a bagel belt. It was like, so I wanted one, but like all I had in my house was egg and lettuce. So then I just threw a pickle on it.
That is like, not.
It was so good though. Yo, if you're this late in the podcast, next time you see me, just be like, yo, how was the bagel ELP? ELP. Egg, lettuce, pickle.
That's disgusting.
I think that was the thing Ivan said that because I was talking to him.
ELP.
I know Ivan. Bagel ELP. It was good. It was good. And it was like the sliced sandwich pickles.
This is horrible. I love pickles, but that's not something I'm going to be.
Egg, good. Lettuce, good. Pickle, good. Bagel, good. Everything, good.
The lettuce is what's throwing me.
The lettuce? Wait, how you go get a burger? It's got lettuce and pickle on it.
But now I'm just also thinking like, but egg and pickle would work because you've got, do you fuck with potato salad?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Honestly, like I don't know. Like I'm not a picky eater, but something about that I'm like, that's too fucking white for me.
No, it's so good. So because from the South we like do like it's a lot of mayonnaise. So
fuck.
Anyway, we put a lot of pickles, like a lot of relish in our potato salad.
That's crazy.
It's good. Now that tangent has happened.
Yes.
I wish you guys like safe travels in the States. That's 16-hour drive, man. Like, please be careful.
Oh yeah.
So, hope you guys stay safe. Enjoy your fake eggs and White Castle.
Yes. Thank you so much.
But yeah, Jake, this has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you hopping on. Just have one last question for you before we go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
For the meme, Brampton. Okay, for breakdowns, Brampton. But honestly, for both, if we're like looking at like we're getting an index and looking at the proper numbers and stats, probably Montreal. Because Brampton's weak on the fucking venues, weak on the only instant coffee from grandma. But Brampton, Montreal, Hamilton.
Statistically speaking, Montreal.
Yes, Montreal's pretty valid. I've had good coffee there. I've had good bands there. But, nothing can beat instant coffee, seeing what's up with grandma, and like hang out with Duflame, Dear God, and Pure Tempered Tantrum, and like, yo, what's good?
This one's for Flower City.
This one's for Flower City. Shout out Sunnies. Shout out Queen and Kennedy. Shout out Four Corners. Shout out Bramley City Center. Shout out Alex, Patrick, Brandon, the other boys in Mile End. Shout out everyone in Ontario hardcore.
Yes.
Shout out
the
Beans
Ontario
and Breakdowns.
family.
Everyone. Steel City, Gavel, Fight on Sight, Scum. I'm going to keep going.
Dog, y'all will be in town for the 29th, right?
No. We will be still in America. My bad, OG. My bad. Hey, we might be back up in Montreal in August.
Okay.
So
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'll recover.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, thank you so much again for your time. Congratulations on the signing.
Thank you.
Looking for some cool things.
Big moves only.
Yes. Money moves, international moves.
Worldwide.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beans and Breakdowns. I want to thank Jake once again for taking time to come on the podcast. Always love having my friends, my family from Ontario on the podcast, and Mile End. Be on the lookout. They're going to be doing some great things. Check out their promo 2023. It's got 3 awesome singles on it, available on all listening platforms. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. You can find out more information about the podcast by following us on Instagram at Beans and Breakdowns or on the web at beansandbreakdowns.com. Until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up.